So I have a book coming out on Tuesday, May 5th, and I've had a lot of positive feedback thus far, and I appreciate it very much. And I've had a lot of questions and comments about the book's cover, notably because a dog that it appears to be my dog Scrump is on the cover. So I want to talk about what the cover is and explain it, because I think the cover is really awesome. It doesn't look like a traditional marketing book, and that's intentional. There are so many marketing books out there that have an image of guys in suits pointing at charts or a funnel, or if it's an artificial intelligence book, it's like that like blue and black circuitry type like galaxy brain meme imagery. And I wanted to avoid all that stuff because part of what I write about in the book is the power of distinctive assets. Things that look different, distinctive, generally stand out. And so I wanted to achieve that. There's also a chapter in the book about the power of characters, and particularly animals, as effective vehicles for advertising, and how it's a very underutilized element of modern marketing campaigns. That chapter, as it turns out, is actually available for free on my website, neveralwaysbook.com. So you can read that chapter and learn about essentially why I put a dog on the cover. But there's a lot more going on that I think is really cool and really awesome. So the whole thing, like never always, never never, is kind of like a rallying cry. And if you know me, if you worked with me, I've been using this saying for years. And the concepts of the book like really challenge the status quo. And frankly, it's gonna like piss a lot of people off because I'm challenging a lot of things that people believe to be really true in marketing. And so it's sort of this like pirate mentality of like, it's different. We have a flag behind it. I think that's cool. So that's kind of where like a lot of the other symbolism comes from. I also think that like the ship analogy is real. And if you can see like, you know, my AI reference here is that the C is made of ones and zeros. It's computer code. So this is my kind of subtle way of saying like, we are navigating on this sea of the AI revolution, right? And it's turbulent and it's difficult, and we don't really know how to get through. And this book is sort of a way to chart your course. So I kind of like that metaphor. And then like there's some other subtle things that are happening as well. Like if you see, the dog is standing in the same way that George Washington is pictured crossing the Delaware. That's a subtle nod to my first book, Join or Die, which borrows the concept from Ben Franklin's famous political cartoon before the Revolutionary War. So it's actually less of a nod to American history and more of a nod to my first book, but also related to a really awesome aspect of American history. So all of those things together sort of come into what this book's cover is. Oh, and I guess the last part, the eye patch really fits in well. So I write a lot about David Ogilvy. The preface of the book mentions Ogilvy. He is the father of modern advertising. Don Draper's character in Mad Men is loosely based off of David Ogilvy. There was an account that Ogilvy had called Hathaway Shirts. So it was a men's apparel company. And they were on their way to do a photo shoot for magazine ads. And on his way to the photo shoot, Ogilvy stopped into a store and decided to buy an eye patch. And so he handed it to the model before they took the pictures and said, put this on. No one understood why. And it was like, it's going to be different. I don't know, it's going to be different. And so Hathaway is this brand that like, the cornerstone of their advertising for a really long time was the fact that they're the ones with the guy with the eye patch. Like the guy didn't need the eye patch. The eye patch had nothing to do with the brand, but again, it was distinctive. It was different. It didn't look like all the other men's apparel ads that were being shown at that time. And that was the reason that those ads were successful. So all that together, like I didn't just like fall backwards into this like pirate concept. It's like it all, the eye patch, the dog, the pirate, the flag, the sea of change, all of it sort of wraps together in what I think is a really awesome title. So, or really awesome book cover. So, you know, they say don't judge a book by its cover, but I work in marketing. Like I know that people judge books by their cover, and I'm really happy with how this one came out. So that's the cover. Thanks for watching.